Okay, so in order to use the boards that you just built, what you'll want to do is first install Arduino software. So we'll go to arduino.cc. Under software, hover over software, click downloads. You'll see Windows installer for Windows XP and up. Click on that, then click just download. What I've done is it's already downloaded, so I'll click here. It'll ask you if you want to make changes to your device. Click yes, and click I agree, and go through and make sure that you have all these options checked. The install USB driver isn't necessary for our board. We're going to actually have to install the USB driver separately, but just keep it checked in case you want to use any other boards. Click next, then we're going to click install. So it'll install. While that's installing, we can go to Kevin OIT GitHub, click on outlet board ATtiny84, click clone or download, and download the zip file. Once you have the zip file downloaded, we're going to click here in the downloads folder. It'll pop this open, outlet board. We want to go into, well, first off, you want to open the documentation, which is the outlet board user's guide. So we can just open that right up. Okay, that's open. Now we're going to go back one level. We want the micronucleus master folder. So I'm going to drag this to the desktop, and I already have one there, so it's probably going to make it a micronucleus 2 folder. Oh, yep, just replace the destination files. You probably won't get that because you don't have a directory with the same name already. Alright, that's open. We can open the folder now. What we need to do is install the device driver for this, these two chips. Okay, there we go. I think the camera shut off. So basically, we need to install the driver for those two, the boards. So we're going to go under micronucleus master, and then we're going to go to Windows driver installer. Then we're going to look at ZADIG 2.1.2. Version might be different, but it's ZADIG. Double click on this. Click yes when it's asking you whether you want to make changes to your computer. And then it's going to pop up with this window here. We're going to click device, load preset device, micronucleus.cfg. Double click on that. I think I went too fast. So load preset device, micronucleus CFG, and then click open. And then we're just going to click install driver. And click close. And X out of that. Okay, the camera still works this time, so that's great. The driver's installed for the board now. So now what we need to do, Arduino setup is also complete. So what we're going to do, Arduino's installed. We can launch it from there, double clicking here, or just type in Arduino to launch it and click here. Okay, great. Now we're not quite done yet. We need to go to File, Preferences, and there's going to be something called Additional Boards Manager URL. We actually need to go to our OWL board user guide, and we're going to scroll down over here, and it's going to be under Additional Board Manager URL. Copy and paste this. Control C, go back and Control V over here, and click OK. Go to Tools, then we're going to go to Board Manager. We're going to wait for it to download the index a little, and then I'm going to type OWL in, and if you enter that URL correctly, it should be outlet boards. So it's already, it says remove here because I haven't installed. So let's, if you had come in with a fresh install, it would have just said install. You could click install. And then click close. We're going to do tools, and then we're going to switch the board to the outlet or the OIT organ shape board. So I'm going to switch it to the outlet board. And I'm going to go ahead and do examples, basics, and then blink. And it pops up another window. I can close this one out and maximize this. Now, the one thing that you have to change is the LED is on pin on this board. If we go back to the board setup, the board setup page has this information here on, Arduino pin number is right eye LED or Portland Metro LED, depending on what board you're on. Arduino pin number 1 is switch 1. Arduino pin 2 is switch 2. Arduino pin 3 is switch or RGB red. So that tells you how the Arduino pin is mapped to the components on the board. So let's go back here. I know that we're just going to do a pound define LED built in as pin 0. Oops, and I'm going to save that and click save. I did a Control S on the keyboard that you couldn't see. So now I'm going to do an upload. I'm going to click upload. Oh. No semicolon. Alright, so I clicked upload. It says right here running DigiSpark uploader. Plug in the device now. So I'm going to follow what it says and plug in the device. And it says micronucleus done, complete, thank you. And now you can see that the RGB, the right LED on this board is blinking. Okay. So that means that we've successfully installed the driver, we've compiled a program in Arduino, and programmed the board. So you can play around with things like defining other LEDs, right? Defining the RGB LED, the switches, or actually the buttons on this board, and you can just set the pin mode over here. If it's an LED, you're obviously going to be sending information to the LED, so it's an output. If you wanted to switch, it would be pin mode or button 1, and it would be an input. Then over here, the loop essentially plays back forever. In this example, it's just blinking an LED, so it's doing a digital write high, and it's waiting 1 second, and then it's doing a digital write low, and it's waiting 1 second. And let's just go ahead and unplug this board. And I'm going to plug in this board as well, just to see whether this board works as well. Okay, so the light on this board will come on. That's the power indicator. On this board, the power indicator is over here. On this board, the power indicator is the left LED, the left eye. So here, I think this board was programmed already. So that board blinks the Portland Metro LED. Now, if we want to blink faster, let's drop it to 500, so half a second. And we're going to do a upload. And again, I have to unplug the board and replug the board back in. Alright, so sometimes it doesn't work. We'll just do an upload again and see what happens there. Okay, and that time it worked. If it doesn't work, unplug it and plug it back in again. Yeah, the Portland Metro LED is blinking faster now. There will be additional tutorials on how to set up the buttons in the RGB LED as well. So check the GitHub page for those tutorials.